Alrighty then. Oh boy, hello and welcome. Just waiting for the stream connection to stabilize. I don't know why. I don't know why a lot of times when I'm not all the time, but sometimes when I start the stream up, like the connection is just awful. The first like 15 seconds or so. But anyways, I am back tonight. More loading screens.
Therefore, I repeat, evacuate City 17 at once, if not sooner. I cannot state this without enough undue emphasis. On a lighter note,
Right, so yeah.
Point out that a more fortunate side effect of the reactor's destruction is the complete removal of the Combine's reproductive suppression field. Previously, certain protein chains important to the process of embryonic development were selectively prevented from forming. This is no longer the case. For those so inclined, now would be an excellent time for procreation. Which is to say, in layman's terms, you should give serious consideration to doing your part for the revival of the species. We must make the most of the time we have, as it is by no means certain how much time we have secured ourselves before the Combine attempt to restore their dominion.
What is happening with these
Since this is, in fact, the first
wires over
opportunity
here?
we have had to speak openly of the baleful influence of the Combine, there is much ground to cover.
Also, I like how it's like, oh yeah, you know, the Citadel's, blowing up and all that because we blew up the core and whatnot.
However, for now, we
But
now have to content ourselves with some
you know,
relatively
it'd be a good time to
exposition.
fuck. And I'm like, what?
The
Climbing? What?
destabilization of the City 17 reactor has had repercussions that were not entirely unexpected, although we hardly dared speak this hope ahead of time. The destructive pulse forced a damper on the entire network of linked Citadel reactors. Thus, for the time being, I believe that all Combine portals have failed completely, as well as all communications systems based on that technology. In short, the Combine are completely cut off. Combine forces currently stationed on Earth are now isolated units, stranded. However, this is most likely a temporary state of affairs. As we once learned to our dismay, even the relatively tiny fracture at Black Mesa gave our enemies an opening which they were able to force ever wider as they poured through in greater and greater numbers. In addition to the completely xenotheric species, there are many modified post-human allies still remaining on Earth who will be doing their utmost to re-establish lines of communication and supply with the larger forces. Even so, there is greater reason for hope now than at any time in the past decade. We have made, in secret, several technological advances which we will do our best to deploy in advance of the Combine's return. We continue to diligently assemble and train a new generation of scientists and technicians. For what the Combine fear the most is not any tangible human weapon, but our will, our intellect, our ability to respond selectively and rationally to every terror they turn against us. We place our firmest hope in the human spirit, even knowing how easily it may be shattered. We have all seen friends and family crushed by the Combine. Some of our neighbors have allowed themselves to be co-opted and purged of their humanity by the military machine. And those who resisted have met a most terrible fate. Still, I cannot overstate how important it is that we retain our humanity.
He's got a lot to say, I guess.
Allow us to hold together as we must for their inevitable return. And what is certain to be unimaginable retaliation. And, oh yes, if you missed any part of this message, it will loop repeatedly until there is no point in looping it any longer.
Boy.
I apologize for any inadvertent errors or omissions. As you can imagine, we have had scarcely time to record, let alone rehearse.
Well, but of course.
Eli? Oh, right. This has been Dr. Isaac Kleiner, formerly of Black Mesa, now simply a citizen, like all of you, of Earth. Let me just add to all those who can hear me now, as we struggle out of the shadow of our malefactors, Welcome back to the light.
Right,
Now,
well,
where did I put that calculator?
figured I'd sit through Kleiner's speech there, but
Careful, Lamar. These lamps are quite hot. Is this on? Yes. Very well. I am not much of a public speaker, but I'll do my best. Fellow citizens, residents of City 17 and environs, by which I mean sentient residents, of course, human and otherwise, although I believe there is little need to explain recent developments to our Vortigaunt allies. At any rate, first, as a matter of great urgency, if you find yourself still within the confines of City 17, you are well advised to leave the city at once by the fast...
right, well, anyways, tonight, we're gonna be hitting up Lost Coast. We'll be doing episode 1. Lost Coast, very short, just one chapter, about 20 to 30 minutes long. And then episode 1, also pretty short. Obviously quite a bit longer than Lost Coast, but still pretty short. It's only like somewhere from like 3 to 5 hours, I think. So should be able to get through that in one night. Yeah, now Lost Coast, kind of similar to Half-Life Uplink, where Uplink was I played that earlier in the year before starting up Black Mesa, and Uplink was a like demo of Half-Life 1, and the chapter in Uplink wasn't actually didn't end up in the main game, but then with Lost Coast, this is like a cut chapter from Half-Life 2. I've only played it once. It was like back in like 2012 or something like that. I did think it was pretty fun though. I did quite like it. Pretty solid chapter. Makes me wonder why they cut it. I think they might tell you in the developer commentary. I don't think I haven't run through the developer commentary on this. I don't remember if there was one or not. That might be new. I'll have to run through it at some point. We do have some weapons. Crowbar, gravity gun, pistol, magnum, shotty, crowbar, and the rocket launcher. My man, the Fisherman.
Hey! You there? Wait a minute now, aren't you? You are. You're that scientist chap, Friedman. Fishman, am I right? You must be here to take on the Combine. Not sure what one man can do, but no other reason to visit St. Olga at a time like this. I'll take you to where they made their base, or as far as I can, at any rate.
Also, I don't understand why, but this dude right here, he's kind of like... What I understand, he's kind of a bit of a meme for some reason, and I don't understand why. Like... I don't know, people like memeing on him for some reason.
Now, let me just unlock this gate for you. Got the key right here. There we go.
Nades?
Get along now, laddie. Destroy that gun and no dawdling.
But I like dawdling. Also, why'd you drop your harpoon? Come on.
There's a path up the cliff. Step lightly now.
Just,
Go on through, lad. Hurry, lad. Get up the path.
Yeah. Right. Be on our way.
If you make it back safely, I'll be here waiting for
Sounds good, Captain. I thought I remembered there being combine somewhere on these stairs. Yeah, they're just here camping for reasons unbeknownst to me. Hey, the SMG. Alright, pulse rifle. Oh, I mean, I could, you know, jump over there, but would I be able to get back? I guess I could just drop down there, to be fair. Maybe I'll see if there's anything over here. Whee! There was a combine soldier camping around the corner. This might actually be where I gotta go. I think these lead to the same location, actually. This out of my way. The stairs broke. That'll do it. Calm down. That sounded kind of close. Being shot from somewhere. Oh, up there. I mean, there's a rocket up here. Why not hit him with one of them? Oh, that was like full ammo for the rocket too. Well, I would like to have gotten that health, but this is what it is, I guess. But, there's another one somewhere. Definitely one below me. They desperately need health. I really need health now.
Don't look down.
Yeah, I'm gonna say though, last stream. Definitely a lot of them end sections of Half-Life 2. I did not, completely forgot about a lot of them. That and, a lot more difficult than I recall them being. I guess I should just use this from the get-go. So I don't remember them being that hard, but then also, like I said, I don't remember them all that well, so... Who knows? Kind of a nice little vista there. Ooh. So I do remember when I played Lost Coast years ago. It was a few years after I played, like, had last played, like, the base game in the, episode 1 and episode 2, but I feel like I remember it being more difficult, and it might just be because this is, I don't know, it could just be that the 360, like, orange box version of, like, the Half-Life 2 games was just easier. I don't know. Either that or I had it on an easier difficulty or something. That over there. We gotta go in the church. Let's go back here first. Yeah, just, there might have been a path back here, but a couple boxes of supplies. I see, we gotta blow this up. Is it a rocket or is that grenade enough or? Oh dear. Right, none of them grenades are working. What if I just jam it? That was what I was supposed to do. I know I wasted some grenades there, but... Bust them through there. I'll just hold down back here. I'm supposed to fight this thing. Like, no. Dude up there, you were falling down or what? Oh, shot that missed. What? Point blank, aiming right at his head. Whatever. Apparently I got shot right as I did that or something. No shot that missed. Get in or what? Supposed to go back this way, am I? Where am I supposed to go out here? Oh. Hmm. Am I supposed to try fighting this right now? I don't remember. Can't see out of the holy light going through the windows here. Just like a few times. I can't convince it to leave. I'm doing any damage to it. Oh, I did. Took it down, alright. Fair enough. Well, I get rid of that problem then. They do breach through here. See how they get through with suppressive fire. Crouch down and dodge all the bullets. Impressively done. Yeah, I think I would have fought the gunship here. Oh, there's another one. I didn't want to grab that health kit yet, but... Oh, there's another one. Boy, wouldn't it be wacky if it flew right towards me? It'd be wacky if it flew right towards me and then cut up Captain Macmillan's legs. And then we had to carry him through the rest of the mission. Alright, maybe this wasn't... I don't know. I mean, this seems pretty chill to me, difficulty-wise. Yeah, I think we're just about done already. Alright, well, fair enough. Here I was thinking, I was like, I feel like I remember this being more difficult than the
Come on with me to St. Olga. We
main
will
game,
celebrate
but
this
no,
victory with a feast.
I guess I was, maybe I'm wrong.
I hope you like leeches. Hey, where you going? You're getting fuzzy around the edges. Well, I guess you got other places to be. Nice knowing ya.
Alright, well, I don't know what happened there, but... Alright, well, no, we did that. Wait a minute. That's what I wanted. Why is it taking me here? Why is it the Highway 17 background? Alright, well, anyways. Lost Coast is done. Nice and easy. Short and sweet. Now, it's time for episode 1. Oh, this is the Ravenholm background. I guess it's just randomizing the backgrounds. I don't know the different chapters though. Time for episode 1. First off, though, before I do that,
I repeat, evacuate city center.
Is stop the current recording and start a new one, because I'm gonna put the like VOD up for Lost Coast as its own thing, and then put the episode 1 stuff as its own thing. So let me just do this real quick.